DreamCon is? It's a convention that was founded by the YouTube group RDC World 1, which stands for Real Dreamers Change the World. They founded this convention on the basis of creating a safe space for anime fans, gamers, and just nerds in general. But
I was gonna say, whenever I learned about DreamCon, I always saw like it was mainly like black people that were in anime, and like you said, like gamers. Like that's what I think DreamCon was for. But now I'm like, after seeing some videos on TikTok and Twitter, it's not that no more.
While this video isn't entirely about praising RDC, I want you guys to know these individuals paved the way for black anime fans and nerds. I used to be frowned on by my own basketball teammates for liking anime, and now we live in an era where black nerds and anime fans are the norm.
For sure. And see, the thing was, I was never really into anime. I was into the very, 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 very basics. So like Dragon Ball Z. I know a little bit about Naruto, but it was mainly Dragon Ball Z, and that's just because my cousins would watch Dragon Ball Z, so it kind of just adapted into me. Now, I don't know if Power Rangers would be considered anime. I think that's more not, but if it is, then Power Rangers for sure. Power Rangers is my thing, but me personally, I never really like looked at it as nerdy. Like it just, well, like I said, maybe it's because I was into that realm, but I mean, it was pretty just normal being a fan of anime.
Is a mainstream form of entertainment. It would not have played out this way if it weren't for them. And I just want to give them their flowers because everybody I know loves RDC, including me. But I say all this to say,
you know, funny enough, I'm sorry for pausing. Me and Mark are brothers. His name is Mark Phillips. My name is Jonathan Phillips. So me and him are brothers if you guys don't know. So and if you're wondering, oh, you know, why haven't you been in any videos with them? It's because I want to create my own thing, you know. I don't want to be known as Mark's brother. I want to be known as for myself.
Space was meant for black people who are passionate about anime and passionate about nerdy topics. It was a safe space for other unconventional black people to come together and enjoy each other's company. So when I started peeping all these IRL streamers coming to DreamCon and doing too much, I decided I wanted to speak on it. Because not only is it a bad thing that non-passionate individuals are invading DreamCon, but given their presence and what this represents, it's just another thing that non-black people are going to use to lump us into a broad group. But I'm gonna stop yapping. Let's just go over everything I have saved. And by the way, let me know how my mic sounds. I'm testing some new settings.
Perfect.
Okay, but actually, I want to start off by mentioning Yusuf, who is in my part 2 of the art of humiliating yourself reviews. I brought him up because he is obviously no stranger to humiliating himself. He also got into some DreamCon controversy. He was out looking for some bitches.
You're good, bro. Dude, you know what I want? Fuck the basketball, fuck the anime. I want to see some bad bitches, bro. Where the bad hoes?
Bro, what?
Bro, I haven't seen any, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of people are just consumed in like, where are the bad girls? Where are the girls at? Blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't matter. Like, you're at DreamCon. You're amongst some really creative people. Shout out to the people that make their own cosplay, their own costumes. That is so fun. I'm not gonna lie. When I get some money, I'm going to DreamCon in a dripped out Power Ranger outfit. Like, I'm having everything. Like, but you're around some of the best creators and like most creative people, and you're worried about where the girls at. Like, come on. Like, I get that it's for your audience, but man, that really does not matter. That really does not matter.
Where they at? Fuck, bro, I left my fucking underwear yesterday.
And at the time, I didn't really think nothing of it. It was a dumb streamer doing some dumb shit. But in retrospect, it was clearly the first sign of a bigger issue. And that issue is that we have IRL streamers invading spaces not for them. Like, okay, DreamCon has conventionally attractive women dressing like people's favorite characters, but that doesn't mean you can just pull up looking to spit some game, because that's just not what the event is for. And that's why Yusuf got so much backlash. He was an outsider looking to make this event into some content or a viral clip. It was corny, and the ramifications of that are now being seen. And unsurprisingly, DDG is at the forefront of the issue. Basically, DDG got upset because a man walked up to him and called him doo-doo garbage, which is funny because Soluminati is the one who started that.
Doo-doo garbage. Your time has...
Now, doo-doo garbage went platinum. We so said that.
Your new name is doo-doo garbage. Make sure for this point forward, Y'all put 2 doo-doo emojis and a garbage sign next to DDG name. Your new name is Doodoo Garbage.
And so has never been more right. But Doodoo Garbage here was called this by some random, and apparently, according to Doodoo Garbage himself, he told his brother Dub to check the guy that called him that, and this led to an altercation.
Whoa, they fought? Ooh.
Now, after this happened, Dub himself went on his channel to address everything, which I watched a little bit of it, but honestly, I don't really care for his...
Bro, why are you fighting at DreamCon? Why? Like, what's the point of that? And, okay, he came up to your face and called you that. It is what it is. If somebody came up to me and said, like, I don't know, I'm not going to be in beef, so I don't be in beef, so if they just said something that I didn't like, I'm not gonna tell my friend, man, handle him. I would understand where I'm at. Okay, I'm at a convention with black people, for black people, black created, like people that are in the anime and stuff like that. Why would I want to give this perception of I need to have somebody whoop him because he said something about me, and then now there's a fight, and then that's gonna be surrounding this when they don't even be fighting in the first place, like. I feel like you're making it about yourself at that point. So, him fighting, that's just dumb. Just because you call him doo-doo garbage, plenty of people have called DDG doo-doo garbage. So, that does not matter. Like, why even invoke that?
What I did see, though, was Dub telling the guy that he fought that he couldn't sue him because shit didn't go his way.
Bro, listen to me, y'all. If that new, let me tell y'all something, bro. You cannot sue nobody for trying to fight me and you was a bitch. Like you tried to fight me and you was a bitch. And it didn't go the way that your brain thought it was gonna go. Boy, that nigga try to sue, I'm gonna tear his ass up in court.
And I know I'm not a lawyer, but I'm also not ignorant of the law, and I'm pretty sure fighting someone on camera does indeed put you at risk of being sued. I'm not really surprised that Dub would say this. He seems a little ignorant, and as far as the interaction went, do I think he should be cracking jokes like that to DDG? No, because why would you go up to someone and clown them? That's just rude. Do I fuck with DDG? Hell no. But just as a general rule of thumb, that's just not smart, it's rude, and it's dumb, okay? However, calling someone doo-doo garbage is not grounds for assaulting them. That's even more stupid, and it's just negative PR for DDG, because you sicked your brother on this man like a dog, which makes DDG look soft. And for the record, if DDG pressed him a little bit or clowned him back, I promise you nobody would be cooking him like they are now. But doo-doo garbage is now doing damage control because, let's be honest, I don't know if anyone remembers, but he's fighting for custody of his child because he's on his second, not first, but his second round of domestic violence allegations.
Crazy.
Don't let nobody tell you DDG gets hate for no reason. But here's what DDG had to say about all of this.
My brother was in fear for his life. The dude was following us around the whole entire DreamCon, trying to embarrass us and bully us.
Okay, usually when people say, "Oh, you know, they fear for their life," that's the reason for them to hit the other person back. It's called self-defense. That's basically self-defense.
I told my brother to check him in terms of like, check and see if he's okay. Check and see if he needs help. Because y'all know I'm a helpful person. You feel me? Check and see if this man needs help. Check and see if he's all right. Because he kept following us. We thought he was like a little slow or whatever. So, you know, it happened. And the guy continued to try to heckler. How you say it? He became a heckler and he kept trying to just bother us. So he lost Sonic rings.
Okay, so he said he was getting followed and harassed. DDG feeling some way, that's valid, okay? But that's not grounds to beat someone up. Fighting, that's just not a good look, especially for DreamCon. Leave that thug shit at the crib, man. If I go there, I'm going there to geek with my fellow nerds. You feel me? But if you haven't noticed, he's talking in a very specific manner because this guy is going to sue him, number one. And also, my personal theory is that he doesn't want to aid Hallie's legal team because this could potentially be used against him in court. And so to potentially help himself, DDG also ended up claiming it's just a skit.
It's not our fault You feel me? Like, this is very miniature, and it was a skit, obviously.
See, this is stupid because, bro, you just said your brother was in fear for his life. Those two statements contradict what you're trying to say. And also, this is just a stupid response in general. Next time, DDG, don't hop on a Twitter space to address a situation. Just be silent and let your PR team handle it. Because doing this will only enable Hallie to say you are a violent man and introduce a pattern to the courts. But obviously, we already know DDG's ego won't allow that, so whatever. But as I've been saying, the guy in question who Dub fought did say he was going to sue, and he also confirmed it was not a skit.
DG said it's a skit. Like, is that true? Man, that ain't no skit. I got banned from the event. I can't go back now, and I'm not sure if I can go back next year, which I hope I can. You know, I spent a lot of money coming over here, trying to have fun with my people.
Okay, but and to the earlier point, why, if you came there to have fun, why even provoke him? If it's for a clip, see, that's the part. Like, people be doing dumb stuff for clips nowadays, and because they see, like, for example, DDG a lot 24/7, they think that they know him. They think that they could joke around with him. When most of the time, you can do that joking on the internet, but in person, they're not gonna take it a right way, like, because egos are involved. So if you're dealing with somebody who has a big ego, and you call them trash or whatever in front of their face, and they have their people with them, they're not going to take that lightly, because it's like, especially his friends, they'll hype it up like, oh, you just let him call you trash, da, da, da. So they'll boost it. But I mean, like they said, like him calling DDG doo-doo garbage, like why even go up to him and say that in the first place? But it's just whatever. And especially if you didn't go there for that, like you wanted to hang out with your friends, like why? Like just vibe.
He got banned from the event, which I assume he did, because that goes with his people. But I gotta let you know now, I gotta take legal action against him. I gotta take legal action against him or his brother, somebody out here. That's unacceptable. For real. They done broke my chain. I'm banned from the event. I'm over here, they glass is gone.
Yeah, but also to me, it doesn't make sense to me that why take legal action if you knew what you did? Like, unless it was like, oh, you know, I'm just joking. Okay, cool. But if you are doing what he was saying you're doing, then you're looking for something to happen to you. But they should have also recognized that pattern, like DG, and then they should have recognized, oh, you know, he's following us. Like, I'm not even gonna give him no attention because I know that he would want to do something like this. You just gotta watch out for people. People really do be clout chasing for money, like just hoping that you slip up one time just so that you can pay them. People want to get paid for doing nothing. And if you can get paid for getting assaulted, that's the easiest, like, payday.
Glasses no more. The glasses made my whole thing. Come on.
My thing is, I agree. Go ahead, take your legal action. You got banned. Do what you gotta do. But my nigga, is this not you fighting again?
Oh, he fought twice? YouTube doesn't show fighting in case you guys are wondering why it's blurred. That is him. Bro, fighting is so dumb. Fighting should literally be last resort. Like, if your life is in danger, do not fight somebody just because they said something crazy to you. Do not fight somebody just because you feel that you might be disrespected. Because at the end of the day, they're just looking for a reaction. I've only gotten to one fight my entire life, one serious fight. And even then, that was just dumb. That fight was just dumb. So there's no point in fighting. Fighting shouldn't just be the end all be all. Like, somebody's talking something about you, oh, you want to fight? No, just walk away. I feel like that's better than fighting. Just walk away. Like, who cares? Who cares what they think? They don't know you. You don't know them. Unless they could be talking mess about your family or anybody like that in that type of disrespectful way, then that's a little different. I'd still say try and just brush it off. But if it becomes too disrespectful, like, there are levels. And when it gets to disrespect, I ain't gonna handle your business.
So So you fight 2 times in one day, and you talk about being banned. Like I said, leave that thug shit at home. People ain't come to witness fights. They came to witness some anime cosplays and to enjoy themselves. But you have these bad apples showing out and just contributing to negative stereotypes and rhetoric about black people, and it's very frustrating. But as DDG and his shenanigans, I want to talk about something else. The next weird thing I seen was this streamer going up to a Megan Thee Stallion booth, I think, and saying "Free Tory."
What the hell is this? I don't know what this is.
Megan Thee Stallion's new tequila, so you get to test it out and take a picture of the photo booth. You can come check it out.
I don't know. It's really free Tory, so I don't know.
I mean, I know he's a troller, so she's probably a troller too.
I said it's free Tory. It's for Megan Thee Stallion. We signed with my band's Tory.
Now, obviously, I don't think Meg is lying, but regardless of where you stand, I think we can all agree bringing that into a positive space is just corny as fuck. Nobody is going there to discuss the Tory Lanez legal case. Nobody is trying to have that on their mind while they're at DreamCon. It's a space for nerds to be nerd and to nerd out till their heart is content. But you have this homunculus yapping for the clip. That's just corny and lame. Then the next clip I seen wasn't too bad, but it was Rakai not knowing that RDC were the founders of DreamCon.
W Mark. I don't know. Oh, wait for Chris. Wait for Chris. Hold on, Chad. Is RDC winners? Hey, yo. This is RDC thing?
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Okay, so like 7 years ago, before you was born, we made this.
Before I was born, nigga, I'm 25.
Nigga, you are not 25. Oh, yeah, DreamCon is, we made
So, let me this.
Yeah, we made the whole thing, yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
But it's just frying me because why are you here, bro? You don't even know the history of the culture.
Because the promo. Actually, maybe not even promo. Just, they know that that's the big thing, so why not go there? But, I mean, he is young. And if he's not into that, then it's like, okay. But I also do think that just because you might not be into something doesn't mean that you can't try it out for yourself. But I understand that it is different for them because they are live streaming, like that's their job. So, I don't know, I kind of lost my thought there. But I just know it is different. But just because he doesn't know doesn't mean that he can't be there. As long as he's respecting the space and understanding, like, what it's about. Like, if I went to, what's it called? The little country things where they be dancing and stuff, you know, they listen to country music and like stomp on their boots and stuff like that. I'm not into that, but if one of my friends is like, oh, you know, like it's fun, we should go, I'll go. Like just to, like a rodeo, I think that's what it is. Just to go and just see and just vibe, and I'll respect the space and understand where I'm at. I'm not gonna be doing stuff that I shouldn't be doing, but like I was saying, I just think that even if he doesn't know, he can still go just to see what it's about.
For the trend, the clips, it's a little annoying. And when you're there for the clips, it just defeats the purpose and leads to things like the DDG shit. But I won't cook Rakai for it too much because he didn't do anything wrong. What I will cook, though, is the Divine 9 dance thing they were doing.
I don't know what the fuck going on.
That Static Shock shirt that he had on his tough.
We is not in college. On my mama, we is at DreamCon. We is not at no fucking college.
Okay, but that's not bad. Because by the looks of it, I mean, they all dress pretty nerdy. So why can't they enjoy the convention while being part of an org? Me personally, I don't understand those black org, like for the women, the men, like it doesn't make sense to me. I get it, but it doesn't make sense. And I don't understand why they do all of that. Like it just never really clicked to me. But just because they're part of a fraternity, I believe, and if they want to do that, they want to do that. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if it's a convention for black people. Like, believe it or not, that's part of our culture. So them doing that, to me, that's okay. They weren't disrespecting nobody. They weren't telling nobody to move. They weren't trying to do that extra freaky stuff that they be doing when they get in those lines. Like, they were just celebrating whatever it is that they're celebrating.
Take y'all barking ass home.
See, I'm bringing this up because college frats and sororities are known for the rampant hazing, and the D9 is not excluded. Please do your research, because after doing my research, I came to find out that these fraternities and sororities are sworn to secrecy, where they haze people, and then don't speak on it. That has no place.
Oh my gosh! I just heard a story about, this was a fraternity, not black. I believe this was a white fraternity, and one of the hazings was a guy had to do some acts with 20 different girls from a different sorority, which is insane. Like all on both sides, like that's just insane. And I'm not gonna deep dive into it. If you see me in person and you ask me and you want to know about it, I will tell you guys how insane that is. But things like that, like that's why I said this stuff is just dumb. Like they make you do dumb things just so that you can be part of a brotherhood. And there's other brotherhoods too. So it's like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Even the sorority parts, like, it's just honestly, in my opinion, just dumb to me.
So what else can I say? I think that DDG and his brother should be banned, along with the guy who called him doo-doo garbage, and I think DreamCon should enforce a strict no fighting rule and be very strict when it comes to these content creators who are seeking clips. DreamCon is not for thugging or black ignorance, it's for the nerds. IRL streamers have opened that gateway for DreamCon as a space to be invaded and used for clip farming and looking for bitches, when it's just not like that at all, man. It's not that I want it to be exclusive though. I just think it's really frustrating seeing a space for nerds to be occupied by people who not only dislike those interests but have no care for it. And on top of that, bro, niggas have been cooking nerds for the longest, so why would we want our space to be invaded by niggas who were just cooking us? Anime becoming mainstream is a relatively recent thing, okay? But what do you guys think? Y'all think I'm yapping? I mean, I am, but this is my channel, so I don't care. That's all I had to say though. Subscribe for more unsolicited opinions.
No, I mean personally, I really like his videos. Like I watch his videos beyond this. But no, I think what you were saying was the truth for the most part. Yeah, like it should be, if you really either want to learn about it or if you're already into it, go. But if you're just going there just to act a fool, get clips and do dumb things, that's not the convention that's not the convention you do that at. Especially if you're a black person, don't go there acting a fool for something that's created for us, by us. FUBU. But yeah, that's just my take on it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Road to 500. I can't even say I'm posting every single day no more. Oh my gosh. That's kind of crazy, but I'm going to be very consistent. I'm not going to lie. Having those 2 days off where I didn't just post, I couldn't wait to put up this camera. You guys don't understand. But I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, y'all. Peace.